what's up, Chad? How you doing? Hey, what's up, Panda? How you doing? Let me know if you guys can see and hear everything all right. Thanks, guys. It was a pretty chill birthday. I was going to stream this last night, but I had my company ran past 9 o'clock, and then I was too buzzed to want to do anything. Hope you guys had a good couple weeks. Yeah, it was pretty much just another day. I had a barbecue, but it was kind of hard to have a barbecue because Memorial Day was Monday, so everybody was at a barbecue on Monday, so nobody wants to come over and barbecue again on a Tuesday. But I had a few friends able to come by. Stream is all good. You'll have to bear with me, too. I've had bad allergies all week. I'll try not to let it shine through the mic. I was looking forward to this one, and the reviews are not all that great, so hopefully hopefully we didn't invest in a lemon here. Can die together, connect with Twitch. Why does everything have to be on Twitch? HCG really liked it. I just saw the IGN review of it, and they weren't too kind with it. But I know my standards are different than a lot of like storytellers and gamers. I know I won't play Star Wars Outlaws though. I was almost compelled to pick that up for my birthday, and I was just like, no, that one just looks bad. IGN is garbage. They're not biased. They're like bought and paid for. New game. Leave behind all hope of survival. We're gonna leave behind all hope of survival. I think that all that means is our quick time games are going to be super fast, so I'll have to be on it. I hope it's spooky. I heard it doesn't have too much to do with the Dead by Daylight franchise.
A world within a story whispered to me centuries ago. Of a timeless power.
How is it with the Ubisoft? It's just okay. I heard it's not really open world, like there's a lot of places you can't go.
The entity. A realm so close to ours, but always out of reach. Until I found him. Frank Stone. My key. My killer. I am Augustine Lieber. And I'm about to change our worlds forever.
From the world of Dead by Daylight. I saw the trailer on that. It did look pretty horrible. I can't believe that's not even like a movie style game. I think if that game comes out for like the PlayStation Game of the Month, I would probably pick it up for that, but I've seen some gameplay footages of it, and I haven't been overly impressed with it. Hunt for missing infant, and we just heard a child screaming. I heard him come out and say he's Steve, but I'm not in the Minecraft community, so I didn't get the reference or know who that is. I did see a video like all the actual Minecraft fans are pretty pissed off about it. Astrobot looks, that's kind of like the Astro Boy, right? Because that one came with PS5, that's like the sequel to that, right?
I'm assuming you're the night watchman here.
I am.
Or just you? Covering the entire site?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that is a high price point.
Where are they now? On duty?
I have a bad feeling the pricing of games is only going to get worse, too. As soon as GTA 6 comes out, that's going to set like a whole new ridiculous standard.
Doberman Pinscher. Best friend a fella could ask for.
Been watching RGT, he's talking about like the video game crash, and it looks, you know, everything he's saying makes a lot of sense. Even Supermassive just laid off a bunch of people after Until Dawn remake comes out.
Merlin. You two are security for the whole mill?
I know. Overkill. But between the two of us, we get the job done. Though, I don't know where he's got himself to tonight.
Maybe I scared him off.
Scared him off? that is a good one. Thomas Jefferson Holt's the name.
Yeah, Microsoft has been dropping the ball with their movies or with their programming. Or outsourcing, wherever they do it.
One of Kusich's deputies, are you?
My captain has loaned me to Sheriff Kusich as additional manpower for the duration of this investigation.
Oh, you mean the business with the missing boy?
That's right. Notice anything suspicious around the mill?
Tonight?
Tonight? Last few nights?
Okay, it's not the team. I was hoping that wouldn't affect their core games, because they still got like 5 more Dark Picture games they're supposed to be working on.
Oh, heck, don't take my word for it. Ask the sheriff.
Ballistic Moon is a subgroup, okay.
He saw by last night asking about the exact same thing. And I told him the same thing I'm telling you. There's no way that boy could be here, and Merlin and me not know about it.
And what did the sheriff say?
Okay, Tom. And he got back in his car and left.
Huh. And that's all the sheriff said to you? Okay, Tom?
Well, that ain't quite how he put it. What he actually said was, okay, Lumpkin.
Lumpkin?
Yeah, Lumpkin. Been calling me that ever since some business back in '54 when I saw one of them UFOs.
This guy's off as a rocker.
Gone towards Morin. Easy mistake to make, right?
Sure.
But that's when he started with the Lumpkin. A long time I never even knew what it meant. Till one of them nice people in the library looked it up for me. You got any idea what it means?
I can take a guess.
Lumpkin is an idiot! The sheriff of this town, my town, been calling me an idiot to my face for 10 damn years! You know what I think, Sam?
I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
Lord Kusich is a disgrace to his badge and his office. The folks of Cedar Hills deserve themselves a better class of sheriff. One who takes their interests to heart. Does that sound like too much to ask?
Not to me.
Right. Hey. I'll bet you're 10 times the cop that Kusich is.
In that case,
I've got a bad feeling that's exactly what they're gonna do. I've been thinking $150 price tag for a while. And to justify that, just look at what NetherRealms is doing with their Mortal Kombat. Their DLC, their 6-chapter DLC, which can't be longer than an hour and a half, is going to be $50.
Thank you for your help, Tom.
Like, you know, the base game was only $40, so if you buy all that, like, you're already paying almost, what, over $120 for just that. And then what Star Wars is doing with their game at $120, it's going to be the new standard. And the quality of the games, with probably the exception of GTA 6, is diminishing, like, badly. Oh, there we go. I was wondering if they're going to let me actually play. Find a way into the mill.
An open window. I can get in through there.
Good old yellow showing you the way in all video games. That must be a thing they have to do.
Easy does it.
You got Terminator Resistance. That was a fun game. I had a great time streaming both of those, that one and the DLC. I don't think GTA 6. If GTA 6 is bad, that's like suicide for Rockstar. I don't know if people would come back after that kind of hype and then putting out a crappy game. That would be unprecedented. Friday the 13th. Because why not? That's funny. I don't know, they seem to be taking their time with it. And I seriously doubt they want to release a buggy game. It's probably ready to go now, and they're using now till, you know, next year to work out all the bugs. Just the way I came in, yes. Is like Frank Stone the baby he's looking for, or Like Frank Stone's supposed to be the main killer from Dead by Daylight, right?
Anyone here? It's police.
Yeah, I would think they wouldn't miss with their first party games. Like they'd take the time to get it right, especially with one like that. Remind you of Alan Wake. So far, it just reminds me of, I don't know, yeah, I can kind of see like Alan Wake vibes. Not climbing up there.
Who's there? Ugh, smells like death.
Ooh, if it smells like death, there's probably death.
Hey, mister.
That's Officer Green.
Sure. You haven't seen Merlin, have you?
No, sorry. Ah,
You all right there?
yeah, it's just... Jesus, you don't smell that?
Sniffer's out of commission. Got a little too up close and personal with a can of mustard gas back in the trenches.
Ah.
It can be a blessing in disguise.
Ah.
What year is this taking place
Gotta
in?
find out where it's coming from.
What's it smell like?
Nothing good.
Merlin! There you are, boy. We wondered where you got to. Come here, boy! Dang-nabbit! Sure would have liked it if you two made proper acquaintance.
God damn it.
It's the 60s now and the 80s and present day? Okay. So they're doing some time skipping.
You put this out for him?
No?
It looks like someone else has found his way to your boy's heart. Through his stomach.
It ain't possible. Merlin and me, we're a team. Who'd want to come between a man and his best friend? What's that? Some kind of wiener mate?
Oh, brutal.
Will you look at that? That damn dog?
Did it eat a baby?
Think that belongs to the boy you're looking for?
I should be more unsettled.
There's no proof it does.
But what if...
Do yourself a favor and
Will
park
the
that
dog
low.
turn into the thing?
Because all your guesses so far tonight have been way off base.
I don't know. I don't even quite know what kind of horror we're dealing with. Okay, that was brought here. Interesting. This must be for trophies or something.
What was that sound?
That game looks kind of cool too, like that Thing remake. I might check that one out.
Stay behind me. So, what is this thing?
The Great?
Yeah, what is it for?
It's, for the furnace, I think.
You don't know for sure?
Yeah, I work at the mill, not in the mill.
I didn't see his name on that list. I didn't notice. Find something to pry open the grate.
That's what I need. Gotcha.
Yeah, they do kind of give you a little bit of time to figure out what's going on. I'm wondering what the because I am playing this on hard, so I'm wondering what the what that means. I was kind of just hoping that I didn't want minimal survivors. These games are not fun if you're streaming them and everybody lives.
Stand back.
I remember when I streamed the Devil Within Us or whatever, the Devil in Me. Everybody lived until the very last like hour of the very last stream, and then they all died like within 20 minutes of each other.
All right. Take this. Use the radio in my car and call the station.
You gonna go down there
Where
without
you
backup?
going? You really think that boy's down there?
I don't know. I got a feeling, and it's not a good feeling.
And wait for backup, dude.
I'm gonna need you to take this too. Make sure the sheriff gets this.
Oh boy, I don't know.
Hey, what's up, Anthony? How you doing? I'll be supportive, why not?
I need your help here, Tom. I wouldn't ask if I didn't.
I just don't know if I'm made of the stuff, buddy.
They don't
Space
call
Marine
me
2 can be
Nightcrawler,
beaten in about
do they?
6.5 hours. That's what I'm talking about.
Got
Why
no
wait
eyes to
14,
beat it.
what? 20, yeah, 11, 12, 13 years for a game that's only going to be a 6.5 hour continuation of the story? That is like a decline.
I can do this.
It's like shrinkonomics, where it's like you're paying more for less nowadays. They talked about it in fast food, but I must have gone to the entertainment industry too. This game was 40 brand new, and I'm guessing it's only 4 to 8 hours. The typical supermassive game. How's your, have you been, Anthony? How's everything been with you? The 40K in Warhammer? I believe that. With all the little miniatures and everything you can buy. I'm sure that's an expensive franchise. Find a way to the furnace chamber. Furnace access. That was easy. I did see something on like a review that there was going to be a multiplayer part of it. The original was 8 hours. Furnace access.
This has got to be it.
That's probably how you find all like the hidden catches and stuff like that. Hey, what do we got here? I should probably do that more when I'm playing games so I can get the most out of it. I did go back and out of nowhere decide to play Final Fantasy 16 and actually beat I was able to beat Odin. And he was surprisingly easy for being like the second boss underneath the main bad guy. I had harder times fighting some of the smaller bosses.
This place turns my stomach. Goddamn small spaces.
Oh, that was interesting. What was that? That was a pretty fast playing on hard. They didn't give me much time to react to that. Some games I'll play slow. Like Final Fantasy isn't you know, that one you need to play slow, and I'm always trying to like rush through when I'm streaming, so I think I'll stick to games like these shorter games like this. That thing is not giving me notifications on my chat. That's annoying. I would be salty about that glitch too. That's crazy. There's horror dolls you can find in the game. I just passed one. I saw a notification around here somewhere. Or a prompt, but I didn't see what it meant. What is that? X this way. Oh. I want to find the doll first. Oh no. Okay, onward we march then. I guess that's why you do second playthroughs, huh? Oh, there's the baby crib.
Crib. Shit.
I don't know if I'm gonna... I was thinking about picking up Space Marine 2, but if it's $40 or $70 or whatever. Oh. Uh-oh. You better hurry, dude. Yeah, wait for a sale for something like that. Which I've noticed with games like that, they'll charge the $50, $60 for them, or $60, $70 for them, and then within like 3 months to half a year, they're, you know, they're starting to be like, you know, 20, 30, 40% off. Use aim R2 on the target. Oh man. Oh no. Uh-oh. Maybe I should have toned down the difficulty. I told you should have waited for backup, dude. You have like 5 cops that are taking on this guy. That's a Dead by Daylight kill, isn't it? This is gonna be an everyone's gonna die playthrough. You got this, dude. Man, that's a lot of exercise. You gotta be like a king button masher. They doing the Telltale fake out where you got the illusion of a free will. That's the thing with Telltale. That was like their biggest thing was choose your own adventure, but they never were choose your own adventure. You always had the exact, pretty much same playthrough. Either this person died or that person died, but other than that, you all wound up in the same point A to point B. You shot Frank Stone and saved the child. Okay, I could have not shot him. That's cool looking.
Sleep tight, motherfucker.
At least for this character. How many characters can you play? I guess you said you skipped through 3 different time frames. What changed with Telltale was the context. Yeah, that was kind of true. So are we in the 80s now, or are we in 2024?
Mom.
Is that Spider Entity from Dead by Daylight games? I was going to say this suddenly has Freddy Krueger vibes.
Mom? None of this is right. What the?
This chick eat a bunch of mushrooms or something? This is the weirdest dream I've ever been in. Here, kind of back to the Alan Wake vibes again here. See, I didn't even notice that. The photo of her mom changing. There's no flashlight or nothing.
Mom? What's wrong?
face is gonna be all messed up or
Everything's
something.
all right.
Yeah. That was cool. Oh, no wonder you had a crazy dream. If you ever dream when you're flying, if you can actually sleep enough to dream when you're flying, you can have some crazy dreams.
Eesh. Get a grip.
So I'm guessing that spider entity is going to be a pretty big part of the game. Now it's the present, okay.
She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave while the night winds wail. And nobody knows, nobody sees.
Wow. That was almost straight out of the Quarry. Like that setup
Do
seemed
this,
like.
Maddie, just stay on the right side of the road. I mean the left. The left side is the right side.
The sky
Ash was in Dead by Daylight. I guess that shouldn't surprise me.
was near.
Is that a hitchhiker?
Drive.
Hey! Hey!
Alright, it's a horror game, lady.
Hitchhikers.
We didn't pick up Ellen DeGeneres.
Eyes on the road, Maddie.
Yeah, I would have kept driving too.
She walks these
It did look like her. Almost down to a T. Makes sense that she would be in a horror game. In the House of Darkness, Chapter 2. I didn't know that first part was Chapter 1. Ellen's gonna hate me. I hope so. I don't know if I'd want to be on her friends list.
Ooh. Creepy doorbell. Good sign.
Hey, how's it going, Bitnova?
Hello? I'm
Welcome to the
here.
stream. Hope you've had a good couple of
No way I'd
weeks.
come all the way out here and nobody's home. Let me in, please. Hello?
You added this to your wish list. I like Supermassive games. I've played every one of them so far as I know, and I've enjoyed pretty much every one of them.
Is anybody here?
Is that the spider thing on her back
Better
too?
look around. See if I can find anyone.
I usually have a lot of fun playing Supermassive games. We didn't earn anything Or I missed something. I'd have to give this a replay at the end because I think I'm missing a bunch of stuff.
Huh. Well, even I could play this.
A Survivor's theme. Do I have to play chords in this game? Where are all the mansions? They're gonna be popping out. Oh, that's kind of cool. I hope I don't have to memorize those chords and I can just, like...
Really digging these creepy cottage core vibes. Looking forward to doing business with you. Huh. That's today.
AL.
Didn't see any other cars out there.
Is the piano in this room? Oh, there it is. Oh, cool.
Whoa.
Forget I'm not playing Final Fantasy VII where I gotta actually, like, play the chords. Now, where was it?
Secret stairs? You've got to be kidding me. Maybe I shouldn't be snooping around. Then again...
Hey, there's one of those creepy dolls.
Kid
2
must
of
have
12.
had a
Dang it, I did
doll
miss
on your
one.
Christmas list.
Well, now I know what to look for. Yeah, those mini games is like the main reason I kind of stopped streaming that one. I was like, the first one it was
This must
pretty
be the
meat and
place.
potatoes, pretty linear. That one was just like, do this shoot 'em up game, now do this space flight game, now do this.
Ah, hello. Another victim.
Hello, victim?
Just a little dry British humor.
I did kind of like
Oh,
the
you're
piano on free play mode
British?
because you could literally
No.
just play
But
any
spend
real
a little
song.
while in a charming country house like this, and it kind of rubs off on you.
But they, in
I am
the
so
time it
self-aware
spent them
of
to
my
come up with
manners.
all of that, they could have
I
just put
understand.
out Final
Would you
Fantasy
agree?
Part 2 and Part 3
Maddie.
instead
Nice
of
to meet
coming
you,
up,
Maddie.
you know, having whole
Short
teams
for,
working on all these pointless
Madeline.
mini games just to keep you
Madison,
playing.
actually.
Ah, okay. Like the Avenue.
Like, oh, in New York.
Greatest city in the world. Ever been?
Oh, yeah, it's where I live. I mean, It's where I lived. But now I kind of live in Berlin, or, well, I go to school in Berlin. So I'm not technically a citizen there or anything. And New York is still kind of my home because, you know, it's New York City and, like, once a New Yorker, always a New Yorker, you know?
Well, Madison Avenue. Now that you're here, it seems like the party can finally get started.
Well, not much of a party.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Have you been waiting here a while?
More than a minute and less than a lifetime.
Is that long?
Well, it certainly felt that way until you arrived. The front door was unlocked, so I wandered around and made myself at home. Till I found a way to really make myself at home.
Isn't it kind of weird there's no one here? I mean, we were invited, right?
Yes, well, one could write a book on all the incomprehensible complexities of British hospitality. Many have, in fact.
Oh,
Hey,
Ellen.
Linda Castle. I am honored, no, humbled, to make your acquaintance.
Hi.
Fate
It's truly
changed.
a great pleasure to be graced by your
Oh.
presence.
Okay.
Who knew, right?
Sure. Likewise.
It's not every day you get to meet one of your all-time favorite horror filmmakers face to face and shake their hand.
I would have gotten here sooner, but my car broke down, and I just couldn't get anybody to stop for me.
oh, shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what?
funny.
Don't worry. I needed the exercise.
Wait, hold up. Are you saying that you saw the Linda Castle stranded on the side of the road and you didn't stop?
It was dark.
Yeah?
This is the director of my mother, my father, my blood. Nervebiter. Blade Skinner? Dismembered the 25th of
Jamie Lee
December.
Curtis. I guess you could pass for Jamie Lee Curtis too,
I
huh?
had no idea who she was.
That's no excuse.
Hey, you're a horror filmmaker. I thought, like, #1 rule of horror movies was never pick up hitchhikers.
Thank you.
Actually, it's never have sex. But no one has sex in movies anymore anyways.
Fair enough. I probably wouldn't have picked me up either.
It is a classic trope.
I don't use tropes in my films.
Well,
I use archetypes.
right. Yes. Very smart.
Hey, what's up, DK? How you doing, brother?
Host has left something out for us.
Welcome to the stream, man. Hope
What do you
everything's
do,
going good with you.
Oh, I won't bore you with all the details, but it involves money and fast cars and trading. But nothing illegal, obviously.
Oh, obviously.
Huh. Movie poster inside a cabinet. Interesting choice. Hey, either of you heard of Murder Mill?
Holy shinobi. You're kidding, right?
No.
You're back to 7 days at the job? That's cool.
Not the only one around.
So you're
who's
doing
familiar
conventions
with it.
full-time and still working?
Wait.
Or are you doing
This
conventions
is
like
one of
part-time now?
yours?
It's
I
one
saw
of
you
the
had
first
the,
things I ever worked on. Super
One of the
low
actors that
budget.
plays in one of the
We had no
alien
idea what we
costumes,
were
like, coming up to
doing.
one of your booth. That's pretty badass.
Should never have seen the light of day. I still wish it hadn't.
Why?
Well, things tend to get blown out of proportion.
I heard it was only screened a few times, and each time the audience flew into a rabid, murderous rage.
No, come on.
Don't try and deny it. The film is legendary.
I think people were just bored out of their minds.
Look, I'm sure they made you sign all sorts of non-disclosure agreements. Like,
What? Who?
the government. When they confiscated and destroyed every existing copy of the film,
Oh, give me a break.
I heard they kept at least one, just in case. And the CIA's got this secret lab called Leary's Memorial Institute where they use it for enhanced interrogation.
How do you know all this?
I'm a fan. And it pays to know this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I actually just watched that movie last night. still holds up even today.
Is that supposed to happen?
I don't know, but I am digging the theatrics.
Ah, good. I see you three have wasted no time getting acquainted with each other. I'm so very sorry for the delay in my arrival. There are a great many things that require my attention at the moment, and I would hate to have to deprive you of my full attention while we are together.
Ah, yes. And speaking of needing attention...
All dried up, are we? We can't have that. After all, you're far too capable of a negotiator when you're sober.
And twice that when I'm not.
Are you gonna get him in your
Would
on your
you also
podcast,
like
or is he just gonna be in like in
Just
your?
Maddie.
He's in the DK booth, right? He doesn't have his own thing. Like he's a part of the. That's kind of what I was leading
Never
into.
be shy about what you call yourself. Your name is who
Like you guys are sponsoring him or
That's
something.
important to remember.
And who are you?
I call myself Augustine Lieber.
Nice to meet you, Augustine Lieber.
Now that we are properly introduced, I must again offer you a drink.
You probably shouldn't take drinks in a horror movie,
Sure.
but
Yeah. I'll just have whatever Stan's having.
Of course. And you?
No thanks.
I think you may like it.
Never had a drink in my
you're
life.
finishing your con runs
Don't
in
plan on
November.
starting
Gotcha.
now.
Yeah, I thought he was sitting with you, like in your. That's pretty cool. That's very cool, actually.
I know it's been quite a long journey for you all to come here today. I hope, despite that, you'll find it'll all be worth the effort.
Guess that's up to you now, isn't it?
I suppose it is.
Well, I'll show you mine. Do show me yours.
Aren't we a bit eager? Manners, Mr.
Okay, that's
Stanley.
cool.
Not all of us are caught up yet. Your drink.
She doesn't remind me of Ellen. She reminds me of somebody else.
You're okay.
Uh-oh. I knew I shouldn't have taken the drink.
It's nothing.
Always
Brass tacks,
trust my
see, I
instincts.
did not come all this way just for drinks.
What's in there?
Look, I don't know what you two have come to sell her, but I just happen to have one.
I
of the
want to
most
say that
sought-after
other chick
pieces
reminds
of
me
rare
of the
cinematic
older
film
lady
that
from The
ever hit the market.
Boys.
Well, that right there is the only surviving segment of film from the original camera shot celluloid of one Murder Mill. The earliest known work of a certain noted auteur, allegedly. Should be worth a small fortune.
So I'm told.
Hate to burst your bubble.
Damn it. There goes its one-of-a-kind value.
Not quite.
I never knew what it was from. You told me I had to bring this to you in person if I wanted to make it.
I will keep the promises I made to you. All of you.
What if I don't want to sell?
Well, that would be your choice. But after 40 years of pain, why would you choose to live with more? I have to apologize again, but there are urgent matters I must attend to in my private reliquary. You're welcome to continue to make yourselves at home until I return.
I really think we need to finish discussing.
All in due course. Ms. Castle.
It's the wife from House of Cards. I don't think I've ever seen House of Cards. Maybe working with some Alien and Predator franchise. That would be cool. That'd be very cool.
We were so close.
It's literally one of the cooler horror franchises to be working with.
Its power pulsating through the
Well, in my opinion, but I'm not biased on that.
Sam Green's petty act of bravado ruined everything. The ritual disrupted. My key mangled. Yet Frank Stone didn't die that night. His essence was seared into the very foundations of the mill.
An endless, agonized nightmare. I had to find the right means to awaken him.
You just don't get it, do you? You think we're weak? That we're nothing? You make me sick. There's just one thing you bastards will just never understand. You can tie us up. You can torture us. You can put us through every hellish trial your sick imaginations can come up with. But you'll never defeat
You have your Evil Dead
spirit.
Rise and franchise ranking video up. Nice. Are you doing them now, or are they like October videos? Oh no.
Just that what you don't know is us humans, we're made of tougher stuff than you could ever dream of in your wildest nightmares.
Yeah, homeless at weekend, guys. Not cheap for house. Oh, that's gotta help a lot.
What? No! Oh, dear Lord! You say you want me to betray my own sister? You promise to let me live? And go free? This is outrageous! This is unconscionable! Leave her alone, damn you! She's innocent in all this! She doesn't know anything! You
Yeah, Anthony's got a lot of cool videos coming out in October, it looks like. You're putting the original as your least favorite. Yeah, the original was my least favorite too. The original felt more like a demo to the whole franchise. I think part 2 is really when you know, part 2 is like the most big famous one.
I was being cut in half by a giant alien.
First one was good.
So
It's
you
just
think if you were getting cut in half, you'd really
if I had a
shout,
choice,
"Oh,
I'd take the
God,
second one over the first one.
agony!"
Yeah?
Is it what I wrote in the script?
Oh, we're definitely in the 80s now.
No, but
Please, stick to your lines. The writer's always right. That's why they're called a writer.
uh-huh. I stayed in character the whole time. That's good, right?
Yeah, it's something. I'm sure we can use at least, like, part of it. How do we do, Linda? Usable?
Let me check the gate.
You can check the gate on these little Super 8s?
No, actually, the lens doesn't come off, so.
Somebody just wanted to show off all the fancy new crap they learned from the film
Get
production.
Anthony on the show? Yeah, I bet he'd have fun.
I'm just trying to take
Oh,
the craft
there he is. Yeah,
seriously.
yeah, there you go.
Craft. Jeez Louise.
I'd check that out.
So, are we good, or what?
Yeah. I mean, it looked great.
How did the blood gag look?
Well...
Linda, you did get the blood gag, didn't you?
That redhead
it's
looks
really all about
familiar.
how Jaime sells it.
I did really sell it.
Yeah, but did you get any of it in frame?
You kind of see it splash up in Jaime's face a little.
Linda! I told you I wanted a wide close-up that shows off our super cool bloody arm gag and Jaime's face acting, not just an extreme shot of Jaime's face acting.
I was in the moment. I have to be allowed to express my artistic instincts with the camera, too.
True, but you gotta use the props. Should have had 2
There's
cameras
no
set
such
up.
thing as a wide close-up.
Or an extreme shot.
Or face acting. It's just acting.
Does anyone even care that I'm the director?
Nah, you do gotta trust the director.
Linda, when you're making movies, you gotta respect.
It's a young Ellen. Okay.
And
They must use the same actress then.
film, so-
Looks like a different actress.
Don't worry about it. Let's just go again, okay?
I didn't look into who any of the like voice actors or motion capture people for this was yet.
Hold still. Let me clean you off.
We'll get it on this one.
If we don't, you can just make it up to me in my trailer after the shoot. Yeah. Oh, it's like spearmint.
Did you decide on a name yet, Anthony?
My gagging was kind of
For your live stream?
Worth it.
You guys want me to leave?
All right. On your feet, people. Everybody back to 1. We're going again. We are going again. Okay. Sound speeds.
Camera speeds.
All right. Everybody settle. And hold. And hold. And action.
Fuck! No!
Oh, dude, that is not good.
What do you think you're doing in here?
Oh, hi, Mr. Green.
Sheriff.
Sheriff. Right.
Ooh, same sheriff.
How many times have I told you to stay away from this place?
We were just in the middle of a take.
A take?
For our film production.
You can't shoot a movie in here.
But this is where the big climax happens.
This is a condemned steel mill, Mr. Rivera. And you are trespassing. Now, unless you want to spend the night locked up in jail, I suggest you, Miss Castle, and Miss...
Nice, that's the whole gang there, DK. That's cool.
Miss Tammy D. Dixie.
Miss Gordon. Miss Christine Gordon. I suggest you immediately vacate the premises. And you do not, under any circumstances, set 1 foot back here in the Cedar Steel Mill. Ever.
Sheriff Green, sir, with all due respect, we almost got this thing entirely in the can, and if we don't get our last few shots here in our main location, we're gonna have to scrap the whole thing.
Then you're just gonna have to scrap the whole thing.
All right, then arrest us.
What?
Arrest us for trespassing.
Linda.
Linda, come on.
She is Frank
I know
Castle.
I'm just Robert's dad, but I'm still a cop.
I keep mistitling this
start
the
taking it
casting of
seriously.
Frank Stone, and I keep wanting to call it the stoning of
cannot
Frank
be here.
Castle.
Why do you care so much?
I thought it was abandoned.
Can you imagine the Punisher like smoking a joint, being all mellow?
Safe. Just go home.
But we've only got like 3 more little scenes and then we're done.
Well, I don't think you're going to be doing any more filming today. Not with that.
What the hell crawled up his ass?
No, he's not so bad. Usually.
We're not gonna do what he says, right? Really?
We can figure out how to finish the movie when we get back to the garage.
It probably make the same mistake.
All wrapped out, sir.
Now, don't you try and pull any fast ones on me. I'll be watching.
Yes, sir.
Was that the Texas Chainsaw Massacre van? They said there's going to be a bunch of like horror Easter eggs in this, and I think they like when we felt Nightmare on Elm Street in the dream sequence. I think that was on purpose. And A Curiosity on Main Street. Yeah, stuff like that.
What a complete and utter disaster.
Don't be so dramatic.
It's not like we've got a real deadline.
Ugh, who needs a real deadline when every wasted second brings you closer and closer to your ultimate, cosmic, eternal deadline?
Gothic.
Drama
I
queen.
like it. Hey, what are these?
Is that supposed to be the other chick,
Got
the
those
blonde?
for us all to wear when we shoot. Surprise.
Wait, you guys are both acting. So, it'll just be me?
So you'll be like our ambassador.
Yeah, not a chance.
Whoa, don't open that up. I still haven't taken the film out yet.
I thought it was broken.
Well, yeah, the lens is cracked, but...
A
it's
remake
still good,
screen.
Unless, you know, you open it.
Whatever.
We got some good stuff today.
I don't remember liking the Nightmare on Elm
Dude,
Street
just
remake.
Let me be upset.
I own it, but I've only seen it once.
Doesn't Sheriff Green have anything better to do with his time? Like, go after
It's been enough time passed, I could probably watch it
Cedar Hill's
again.
not exactly a noted hotbed of criminal activity.
That's not entirely true. There was that whole serial killer thing.
Hold up, what now? When was this?
I was just a baby. I don't really know anything about it.
He was just a baby, or he was just the baby?
You still don't know anything.
Now, be a good little baby and tell me all about this whole serial killer business.
I know some stuff.
Spill it, lady.
For starters, I think that's why Sheriff Green doesn't want us to go in the steel mill.
Oh yeah, that's where it all went down.
So you do know stuff. And you held back, you traitor.
Yeah, because I knew you'd get all like this.
Hell yeah, I would. Linda, tell me about the steel mill killer.
Well, that's where it all ended. But before that, there was a whole string of disappearances. Kidnappings, really. Murders.
So what was this guy's name? Maybe we should write him into the movie.
Oh, I don't know if we...
Frank Stone.
Huh. So, Frank Stone was actually killing people in the steel mill? Like, our steel mill? Where we were just shooting like an hour ago?
That's the theory.
Frank was working at the mill, but I think it was on its last legs by then. Probably not a lot of people around. They shut it down right after.
Who were the victims?
Just people. Some from the town. Some were never identified.
The killings were random. There was no pattern.
Like, how many are we talking?
No one knows for sure.
Because they never found the bodies.
They found...
So far, this isn't that bad.
Do you know what this means?
That we need a new location?
No, dummy. That we already have the best location.
How do you...
Think about it. Our movie shot in a real-life murder mill? You can't buy that kind of publicity, Buster.
Oh.
People are actually going to want to see this thing. We're going to be, like, totally famous.
Okay, sure. We might get some butts in seats, but, like, what if they don't like what
I'm
they
not
see?
sure.
Then
I'm
we
trying to
just
figure
gotta
that
make
out,
sure
too.
These last couple of scenes are going to blow the top of their heads off. Fuck, but not if our fucking cameras...
I think the beginning was like the witch trying to
Why don't we just take the camera to the
resurrect him.
drugstore and see if we can get it fixed?
So, yeah, the thing is...
'Cause I think Frank Stone is like the main killer from the Dead by Daylight
Unless
games,
you
right?
know of anybody looking to get into film finance, we're kind of shit out of luck.
Frank was the guy in the mask who got shot. Okay, yeah, the killer.
What?
Uh,
You want a piece of me too?
Howdy, partner. How's lap on the range?
Did he hit his head or something? The hell's wrong with him?
Nothing. Sorry.
Ugh,
Why is Dad such a demanding asshole? I came home to help, not do everything. I mean, I'm not.
Looks like if Rhea Ripley as a little girl.
You better not say I look like a fucking maid.
He's just worried about Mom.
Well, like he's worried that as soon as she croaks, I'm out of here. And then he'll have to be his own fucking maid for once in his life.
Jeez, Bonnie. That's pretty harsh.
Don't mean it's not true.
Well, maybe you should cut him a little slack, you know? This is hard for him. And me too.
Yeah, well, you didn't have to put your whole life on hold and come all the way home from New
Doesn't
York
she
City
kind of look like her,
suddenly
though?
Play mom while your own mom is sick.
Probably just the black makeup.
I know. I didn't have to do all that. But I would have done it, just like you know? Because family comes first.
Family comes first? Is this an after-school special?
I'm trying to give you a compliment, Bonnie.
Ugh, whatever. I gotta get out of this house, like, pronto.
So Bonnie probably could have been a good person to ask for some money to fix the camera. She gets art and stuff.
Hey, maybe we don't need Bonnie after all.
Wait, Jaime.
Rhea Ripley without the
Seriously?
roids.
I'll be back later.
I don't know if they're doing roids nowadays. She's pretty jacked, though. What am I stealing?
I just want to go on record and say that I do not condone film financing that has been derived from ill-gotten gains.
Okay.
Oh, welcome to Hollywood, lady.
She'll thank us when she's making those sweet 10s or even 11s of dollars in profits when this thing blows up. She'll get over it.
If you say so.
Well, if she's a teenager, that would
Let's go
explain
get
it.
the camera fixed before she comes back.
I'd have taken more.
Those teenage girls can get top-heavy with how much makeup they put on.
Wiggly.
I'm fine. It's just, what is in that fake blood?
I think it's just mint-flavored real blood.
Oh, it did say to avoid any prolonged skin contact. You washed it all off, like, right away, right?
You don't think it's, like, actually poisonous, do you?
It's a horror movie, Jaime. Anyone could go. Yeah, anytime! Hopefully there's enough time to fix the camera before they close tonight.
I'm not sure the drugstore clerk will even know how to fix it.
Hey, think positive.
It's not like there's anywhere else in town we could take it.
What?
What about there?
I thought that place was condemned.
Guess they got a new tenant.
Do curiosity shops even repair cameras?
There was a place like that near my grandfather's house. The owner used to tinker with all sorts of old junk. You never know.
I bet they have some rad old junk, too.
Your call, Chris.
Let's try the curiosity shop.
Why not? I certainly am curious regarding said shop, eh?
Yes, I get it.
Lead the way. Man, if I didn't know any better, I'd say this place looks like it's been here forever.
And a half.
Maybe you should write it in.
Don't tempt me.
What if the owner's a deranged serial killer who collects wayward teenagers and turns them into antiques?
Then we hit the jackpot.
Check out the wares.
Ooh, cameras.
These look like they've seen better days.
They're not gonna put the best ones in the window. We gotta look inside.
Too bad. So much for that. We can still head up the drugstore before it closes.
And what is it you're looking for?
Hello. Hello. We saw the cameras. We're trying to find a replacement for this.
Of course you are. Please, come on inside. Now, let me see. I think I have something that may interest you, if I can find it out back. Please, make yourselves at home.
Okay. And be sure to have a look around. You never know what treasures you might find.
Make ourselves at home? Here?
I don't know. I think it's kind of cozy. In a failed capitalist state kind of way.
Let's see. Could it have been in... No. Maybe this one?
Oh, cute bunny.
How has this place become such...
It's like the Donnie Darko bunny. Talk to Linda.
Whoever owned this place before had some lousy luck.
That's the hunter's mask? Okay. You're
Let's
not
say
Linda.
hypothetically she does find a camera for us back there. What's the next move?
Taxidermied crow.
She comes running out straight at us with a giant chainsaw. I'm getting like so bummed out.
You're in luck. A very fine item indeed. Yes.
Whoa.
May I? I insist. It's pretty old. Possible we could make it work, but it's not exactly what we had in mind. Mm-hmm. How much are you asking for it? Oh, there's a tiny little price tag on it, but I seem to have forgotten my reading glasses. Why don't you take a look? $20.
In the 80s, that might be kind of high.
Okay, sure. I think that seems reasonable for something like this.
No, I think 20 was standard for anything, no matter what time frame.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for finding us a camera.
Oh, it was no trouble at all. It truly is such a joy to see young people so passionate about the arts.
Yeah. Yep, that's us.
That lady is creepy as all hell. She's got some crazy vibes to her.
Wait, guys. Oh, I'm such a moron. I told my mom I'd pick up some milk on the way home.
Oh, do you want me to...
Hold this. Be right back.
I'm playing it on like super difficult too, so I'll have the least amount of like response time.
Emergency
So
support?
the goal is to have everybody kind of dead by the end of the playthrough, without going out of my way to purposely kill them.
Cursed movies? Really? Must be a slow news day.
Do we get to play that game? That would be cool. Oh, we can play it. Sweet. I was never all that great with Space Invaders. I didn't have the attention span needed for a game like Space Invaders. I'd get about this far and be like, okay, I got the gist of this game. I do like the idea of like modern games repurposing like Atari 2600 games. I've actually almost beat this level. Gotta shoot where they're gonna be. Oldest trick in the book. Aw, man. Yeah, the Frogger game and Terminator Resistance was pretty good. Guess we'll just do a simple play till I die style. Oh. Well, that was cool. Yeah, your live stream of Man of Medan was hilarious.
Another missing kid. I hope they're found.
Benny Baker. Already did that.
Hey, Chris.
Robert! Wait, I thought you worked at the library.
How would you know? Don't think I ever saw you come in.
I got spies everywhere, man.
So, Linda.
Busted.
You can always come in yourself, you know. Books don't bite.
Linda's the bookworm. I'm more of a movie worm.
I don't think that's a real kind of worm.
Neither's a bookworm.
I'm actually pretty pleasantly impressed with, impressed with this because I watched the GamerAnx review of it and the IGN review, and both of them were kind of like, nah. But I've been enjoying it so far.
All right, that'll be 25 cents.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a fun
A
stream.
coin like this working in the library. Actually, you don't see any coin. It's volunteer hours.
Not so bad if you like to read.
Watching you play Man of Medan was like my introduction to the entire like supermassive games.
You were a horror
I was like, I gotta check a game like that out.
Movies, comics too. Whatever I can get my hands on.
You know, Jaime and Linda and I are all making a horror movie down at the old Cedar Steel Mill.
No kidding.
We could always use an extra hand if you're into that kind of thing.
Super into it.
But
does my dad know you're going?
And I like it because she's making a guerrilla style movie. And I was like, I've done that before. And you do gotta have like that mentality of just, I'm gonna go there and do that anyway.
Man, I would love to be involved.
Involved in what?
Hey, Dad. Yeah, Chris was just telling me about
we're putting together a fundraiser.
to show movies at the library.
Yeah, the reviews I saw weren't all that. The people weren't really impressed with it.
Okay. You need a ride home?
Oh, yeah. Let me just get my bag.
Yeah, Little Hope was definitely the worst of all of the whole trilogy or quadrilogy.
I'm sorry I was a little harsh with you and your friends before.
I didn't really like the Corey at
wanted to make
first,
sure you
but
take me
all
seriously.
over the time, the characters really kind of grew on me. Now I could replay it and I enjoy them.
I get it. They told me about Frank Stone. Gotta be a lot of demons in a place like that.
You spend enough time in my line of work, you realize every place has got its demons. You ready? Take care.
I still think House of Ashes was my all-time favorite one of theirs. Like, they finally had like an action horror game.
Just say the word.
And that was a really good formula for them.
I have worn many masks over the centuries. Dr. Augustine Lieber was renowned, professional, and trusted.
It's just another supermassive game if you like. Yeah, the one thing I like about supermassive games is they don't try to reinvent the wheel for the most part. They know what works for them and they kind of stick with it. Probably pisses a lot of people off, but I think the most experimental they got with was Devil in Me, and that wasn't even that much experimental. That was still pretty straight with what the other ones were.
They couldn't know what power they held in their hands, nor what cruelty awaits them in the steel mill. But what true creative
Now he has them from the 60s to the 80s.
for their art.
You haven't played it yet, but you got it. I recommend it. It was one of the funner ones. Are we back in 2024? She does look like, okay. She does look like the young redhead.
Ugh. How long was I out? I don't even remember falling asleep.
15, 20 minutes?
He drugged her.
Seems like it was a pretty intense dream.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm used to it. Wait, what happened to Augustine again?
She left.
Left?
She said she had to do something very urgently in her private reliquary.
Hey, now that we're all awake again, can we forget about Augustine for a minute?
I like how
the 1,000-foot-long elephant.
it was like everybody lived through like all like 3 or 4 of my streams, and then finally in the last 20 minutes of the final stream, they just all dropped like flies, including the dog.
Close to the best before. Huh.
That was like the best ending ever.
My film. I didn't
It kept everybody holding on till the very end.
It's not even on my official filmography.
I meant how we were all holding back about our film strips.
Oh, right.
Whether you take credit for it or not, it's definitely the most infamous project that's associated with you. Cursed film collectors have been unsuccessfully searching for any trace of it for years. And now we are all here, each with our own little slice of a mysterious pie. It's a pretty big deal.
So, all of our film strips, they're part of this movie you and your friends made, Linda?
If they're not fakes, yeah.
Mine's not fake.
And all that stuff you said about it being cursed?
Murderous rages, CIA interrogation, total disassociation with reality. Because it's so rare, only a few people know for sure. So they say. If Augustine wants the only known surviving piece...
Probably. That was kind of my intention. I kind of wanted them to die, but I didn't want to have to... I didn't want the QuickTime games to be so easy that everybody walks out and I'm like, okay, well that was a boring experience.
Really cursed, right?
I prefer not to dwell on the past. We're here, someone's offering to buy our sections of the film. That is all I'm concerned with right now.
I'm noticing when you play a game on novice, they're getting really
So do motives.
bad or good about just holding your hand. Like to the point where I'm like, okay, I don't need this kind of help. There's I'd like a little bit of a challenge.
First rule of business is to gather every bit of intel you can on your opponent. And I don't know about you two ladies, but I have been itching to get a little look-see around this big old house of curiosities.
Are we allowed to look around?
What do you say, director? Want to keep sitting around, or want to peek behind the curtain?
I think I'm good here.
You're lost.
So, murder mill? Do you really think Augustine might be up to something? Like, do you think she isn't gonna follow through on her, offers?
Speaking from experience, don't get your hopes up.
I think it kind of depends on what guest actors they get in, too. Because they'll bring guest actors in, and then they have their core of actors that they just, like, recycle. And those are the ones you usually don't really care about. Oh, after Stan.
Why don't we go look around together? Unless you want to stay here by yourself?
Gee, that was the illusion of staying behind. Now I'm looking around anyway.
Oh, never thought your little Maddie Bear would end up in a place like this, huh?
That?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
What were you shouting about?
Look at this place. You should shoot one of your movies here.
Why?
Because it's cool as hell.
We might as well take a look around. Can't deny this place would make an incredible film location.
I love your outfit, by the way.
Well, thanks. It's Italian. Well, the shoes are Italian. And a belt. I got a cheat from a guy. He's got a guy who's got a pants guy. So I got these pants from his guy's guy. Had them tailored just right by the other guy I know.
That is one evil-looking portrait.
Which is like a super limited VIP club edition. But you want to know a secret?
It looks like Duke Atreides from the remake.
Found the turtleneck in a second-hand shop.
Scandalous.
Right? Don't tell me.
Oh, you can be sure of that.
Ah, yes. Let's check out the other floors. Good thinking.
Wait, hold on a second.
What?
Before all this goes any further, I need to know how both of you got your pieces of the film.
Well, it's no secret, really. After my mom died a few months ago, I found it when I was going through her stuff.
Maddie, what was your mom's name?
Both, or...
Was it Bonnie Rivera?
Yeah, How did you know that?
Interesting.
You look just like her.
Did you know my mom?
A long time ago. A whole other lifetime. Her younger brother, Jaime, was one of my closest friends.
Uncle Jaime. I never met him.
I hadn't heard that Bonnie had passed.
Yeah, it was pretty sudden.
Wow. Maddie, it's quite sad. Very touching.
And what about you, Stan? Where'd you get your piece of the film?
Well, now, that is a very good
Maddie feels alienated from you. Oh. screwed that up.
And an expensive one, too.
What's your price?
You know what? I'm gonna have to get back to you on that.
Cool statue. Missing a piece, though.
Excuse me.
Powerful.
Whoa.
Quite a piece. Look at the metalwork.
It's beautiful.
Sensationalist trash. Sam Green took down Frank Stone. I could write a better book than this.
Oh, that's interesting.
I should check on Maddie. Can't be easy meeting someone from her mom's past.
Yeah? Now what would you do if it was you here instead of me? You'd really get a kick out of this place. And then you'd probably kick me out of this place and keep it all to yourself.
Talking to someone special?
What? What do you mean?
Like Bonnie, perhaps?
I've just felt so, like, empty.
How did she die? That's kind of what I'm wondering.
Like I'm sleepwalking.
I know they
through
showed
the night
clues
and I
earlier
just
on.
Can't seem to wake up.
It never gets easier when you lose someone. But it does become less suffocating.
I hope so, because sometimes I just feel like I'm going crazy. Like, she really is out there, guiding me, trying to tell me something. That's why I came here. It felt like that's what she wanted me to do. I know you said it had been a really long time, but can you tell me anything about her from when you knew her?
Gosh. Well, she was the most intimidating girl I've ever met. Even after I got to know her. She did everything she wanted to do, and nobody could stop her.
And that sounds like Mom. Any good stories?
Yeah. Yeah, there is something I've been thinking about. I've never told anyone else. It was a long time ago.
It's the spider entity.
We were just kids making a movie. Jaime, Chris, and me. Everything's still so fuzzy about what happened, but there's one thing that always just stuck in my mind. Clear as a bell. That night, we were on our way home from picking up a new camera. We were driving past the Rivera's house. The garage door was wide open, full of light. And the craziest fucking sound you ever heard was just tearing out of there in every direction. And right in the middle of it all was Bonnie. I don't think I've ever seen anyone so completely in tune with themselves. The only thing that mattered was that moment. Nothing else.
I don't know if any supermassive games are worth their $40 price point, especially when they all become like free to play on at least the PlayStation Store within the year. I paid full price for it because I wanted to stream it like right when it come out.
Hey guys.
But I definitely understand if you're not streaming games, this is you could wait on it.
I don't see anything.
I am pleasantly surprised with it though. Like, I don't know. I watched those reviews and they buried this.
Great. If this plot gets any thicker, it's gonna need a new pair of jeans.
Do you guys think we should be worried? I mean, what if they're dangerous? Maybe we should find Augustine and let her know.
Even if you wanted to tell her, good luck finding her.
She said she was going to her private reliquary. That's a place for artifacts, right?
There's artifacts all over the place.
I don't know.
So,
I don't trust people that use the word reliquary.
For extra special, extra valuable
Especially in horror
artifacts,
movies.
Maybe you'd put them behind a door like that.
You've got a point.
Can't we just knock?
I doubt anything can get through that, including sound.
Which means it might be the safest place to be, whether Augustine's in there or not.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Yeah, he's all over the place. He's got the man blend, the blazer, the pink whatever he's wearing. Alright, we're back in the 80s on part 5. We might have to end that one here for tonight. Can I stop it here and save it? They can change the difficult. If I quit, I should be able to quit, right? I only have one baby, that sucks. Relationships. I hope it lets me save that. Because we will continue this next time. It's already 11 o'clock my time. I'm going to have to go to bed soon so I can go to work tomorrow. You sure you want to exit the game? Yes. Right at the beginning of chapter 5, so hopefully we are good to go. Cool, so we're going to go ahead and end this one here. This is actually pretty pleasant. I'm really glad I picked this up. This was fun. This was a fun stream. And I will be back probably Thursday. And we can continue this. Hopefully finish it on Thursday. I'm not sure if it's 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. I'm not 100% sure, but thanks for tuning in, everybody. We have DK, Chad, Anthony, White Panda, Bitnova, and anybody else who might have been ghosted. So thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And we'll see you guys next time.